while I'm on this walk in like 30-degree weather, I wanted to talk about why is it that I use Kratom, or used to use Kratom, or fucking love and adore Kratom. Because honestly, right now, I haven't used Kratom in almost 2 months. I haven't used any Mitragana plants in 2 days. And yeah, I just want to talk about, I guess, what Kratom does for me, right? Because what I've noticed is what Kratom does for me is it's like, it gives me this mental energy, this mental focus, this ability to stay driven, this ability to stay, to have a high amount of stability, like, in my mind, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's weird. Like, it gives me energy, it makes me feel good, content. It makes me feel comfortable in the most uncomfortable situations. It's definitely a great mood booster for me. Yeah, and what I've noticed, though, is when I don't use Kratom, I notice that it's like, I still, for the first like 3 to 5 days, I have like no energy whatsoever to do anything. Got no energy whatsoever. There is a withdrawal, with using Kratom. But besides the withdrawal, even after the withdrawal is done and over with, and here it is 2 months later, what I notice about myself is that I notice that I have a hard time having this wild drive. Like, I don't know how to explain the drive that I would get from Kratom, but it's like, I still do that shit where I'm like up all night, get up early, do my morning routine. Like, I still do that, but it was so much easier to do that shit when I was using Kratom. When I was using Kratom, it was like, I didn't think about how I was never exhausted. It's because I was thinking to myself yesterday how exhausted I am just doing so much, trying to get this apartment, trying to do this and trying to do that, and fucking just doing so much. And I was just thinking to myself, damn, when I was doing this much, when I was using Kratom, it didn't even faze me. I didn't even realize it because I didn't realize how fast I was moving. I didn't realize how many things I was doing because I was like, I don't know, it's like life. I felt so good doing it, just doing my thing. I just felt naturally energized and whatever. And my thing was green and white, strains of Kratom. Mainly green strains. I've tried red strains. I do not like them because they don't give me what I'm looking for in Kratom. I didn't start using Kratom because I was in pain. And it's like, I don't really have much pains, besides like workout pains, shit like that. But like, Kratom used to definitely help with the workout pains. Like, I didn't even really feel any workout pains. Now it's like I definitely feel that I work out, and I definitely feel that I'm up all night, and that I get up early, and I'm trying to do a bunch of shit. Like, I can now feel it. But besides that, really what I kind of wanted to talk about, too, is that for a little bit, I was thinking to myself that maybe it's because Kratom works on the opioid receptors. So I was thinking maybe it's like there's something, maybe if I take other Mitragana plants, maybe, I can be able to combat the lack of motivation and maybe get the same motivation from these plants. So I've tried Mitragana javanica and Mitragana hirsuta. And, I took Mitragana javanica for like, I don't know, I want to say like 3 weeks, and then I took Mitragana hirsuta for like 3 weeks. And what I noticed is Mitragana javanica gave energy, but the feeling was so like incomplete. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The feeling wasn't as comforting as Kratom. I definitely could tell that it worked on similar receptors because, it definitely took away any Kratom withdrawal or vice versa, and I could feel, like it was working on, the opioid receptors, probably some serotonin receptors, probably some other things, but it just didn't feel as good. It gave me energy though. But, and then there's Michigani Hirsuta, which feels more comforting. I guess reminds me more of Kratom. But it reminds me of a red vein of Kratom. It reminds me more of like a weak red-veined Kratom. Like a weaker red-veined Kratom, because it's not as euphoric. But what's weird with Hirsuta though is it has this weird reaction. I feel like it's slightly psychoactive, a little more psychoactive than. What's funny is Kratom's more euphoric, but Hirsuta seems to be a little more psychoactive, if that makes any sense. I know a lot of people like think that they're both the same, euphoria and and psychoactivity, but I think that Hirsuta is just. I feel like that would be not what people are looking for. I don't think people are looking for something like Hirsuta. I think people are more looking for something like Kratom. And I guess that's what I'm looking for too. And because a lot of people know about Michigani Javanica and Hirsuta, but a lot of people don't do them because they are different. Every plant is going to be different. And I've just noticed that there is no plant that gives that motivation like Kratom. There's no plant that gives me that drive like Kratom. It's weird. And I'm still doing my thing. But, what I've noticed also is a lot of plants do the exact opposite of give you a drive. They relax you. Because lately I've been using wild daga, clip daga, motherwort, white lotus, blue lotus, and cannabis, and shit ton of cannabis. But I've just noticed that it's like everything is more relaxed. I feel more relaxed. I feel more at ease. I feel more calm lately. You know what I mean? But it's just I'm lacking that drive. And that's fine, because I'm finding a way to get that drive within myself. I just think that because it's not like I can't be driven without Kratom. I just think that plants, herbs, molecules, alkaloids have a capability to enhance yourself. Kind of like smart drugs. You know what I mean? I would consider Kratom like a natural nootropic in a way. It's not a nootropic, but it kind of is. At least that's what I use it for in a way. But I'm going to get going though. Hand's kind of cold. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.